Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at Korg Gadget 3 and one of the new gadgets. We're going to start with the Santa Ana Gadget, which is a rhythm guitar machine, and it's very good. We'll do the other one, the Sydney one, in another video. Right, okay, before I get into this, I'm going to play you a little track so you can hear it in context. So we'll start from the top. It doesn't take long, a few minutes. Well, not even that, probably not even a minute. So the first Santa Ana will come in here, and then this one will come in here, and then we'll take a look at the interface and the kind of things you can do with it. So let's just start this off. Okay, so you see, it sounds really cool. So let's open it up. Right, this is kind of the default. If I just press play one C note here, go down an octave. Okay, you have it kind of plays chuggy guitar type stuff, but it does other stuff as well. You have different programs with like a variation in some of the sound programs. You just play a note, change the key. Okay, got master volume, chorus, an auto wah, a widener. It's very cool, a widener, it's very nice. Built-in reverb, built-in delay time, okay, gain, drive. We're gonna need some gain up here, so bass, mid, top end, treble. I'm using this with the mouse. It's easier to use your finger, but you can see what I'm doing here better. Then you can change the amp cab type. There's lots of them. Let's give it some gain drive. So tons of control. Then, like I said, you can choose where this starts. So at the moment, watch start. We'll start on this first one here. But we can have this set to start on here. And then it'll loop back to the first one. So if you had a slightly different variation. Right, so we'll set this to start on, say, something like 4. And then it'll loop back to 1. Okay, or you can have it loop start, so put that back to 1, loop starts on 4 this time, okay, but it will start as soon as I press this. It'll start here, and then when it loops back around, it'll start from 4. So okay, and then you can choose, let's set this back to 1. You can choose the end. Now, some of these have been chopped massively by Korg, so some will go up to 32 slices, but we can change this down to... And then here you have the ratio, which is the resolution of how fast it's going to play. So we can go up to 4. very slow. And we can go all the way down to half speed, which will be quicker. Okay, let's leave that on 1. And like I said, some of these programs only have one kind of style, but you can change. You can keep the program. Change the pattern, or you can just select a patch if you like. Very cool. I'm just playing one note, so you can play it polyphonically. So I would suggest if you do that, you do fifths, but that's a fifth. Just moving keys down. So you can get some really nice harmony stuff going on. So let's back that treble off in the mid. Choose another program, and there are lots of them. I'll just play one note. Very cool. We've got, and it's going to be key specific of what you press, you know. Of course, you can set up your, if you go to your play view here, you can set up your, I'm using a MIDI keyboard, which is just chromatic, but you can set up an ARP. Or you can go into chord style here. But I'm like using it with the what's it. Now, using the MIDI effect, using the new effects inside of Gadget is really cool as well. So if we choose, say, just a great big massive reverb, let's go to this feedback reverb. You've got type here, you've got space. We'll go give it some time. And then we've got riser, which will like bloom. Then you've got the absolutely brilliant submarine, which is like an anti-shimmer. It adds shimmers below. So you can do all that. You can add all sorts of special effects and stuff like that to it. Also, to point out, if you go back here, if you double tap, you'll go full screen. Oh, and also this is one of the AUV3 instruments as well. So we'll take a look at that in Cubases in a bit. So let's go back to that. And it, by the way, it's the same for the effect. If you're playing with an effect, let's say with this new 8-man EQ, if we double tap, it will expand the EQ to full size. Awesome stuff. Double tap again, then go back to the instrument. And this is a nice one. Oh, you got like some more patches we'll play. So with this one, for instance, you could say, well, let's start this. Let's start the loop at position 3. So now it'll loop from here. And then the loop could end at 5. Nice. And then you could go in and save that as a preset of your own. So like and oh, right, now here's the thing. after you've gone through some of these, so they've got riffs, some different types of riffs and stuff you can play with. Eventually, you'll get to just single samples, and you can just play them. And there's you've got loads of customization options. You know, you could say, oh, I'll have that to an AC380 TV. Put some widening on, bit of verb off. Now, these are single ones again. Okay, I'm going to just show you this one, which is the sound that I set up for, which was Strat Flange, but I put a bunch of this feedback and delay, so feedback reverb and submarine and some stereo delay, and you've got this really lovely kind of washed out sound. Nice. Okay, so let's go back. So this particular one literally was just the initial, but it sounded nice with okay. A couple of sounds I programmed in Chiang Mai and Helsinki. Okay, so we'll pop over to have a look at it inside of Cubasis. So I'll be back in just a sec. So in here, I have this Strat wide arpeggio, and if I just play one note, you can go full screen, of course, in Cubasis. Still got all your controls exactly the same as you have inside a Gadget. And if I minimize that now, you'll see I've got this little track going on. So I'm going to play you that. And this is Santa Ana here, which I just played in the MIDI. We've got a Gladstone. So it's all Gadget AUV3s. And I've got this kind of... this Berlin down here, which is this Gadget. Let's make this a bit bigger. It's called Magellan, which is a monophonic synchronized synthesizer. Very nice. What else have we got here? Kingston, which is playing this. What else? Gladstone. Two Gladstones, because I recorded two sections. And of course we have our Santa Ana. And if you take this A away, you've got Santana. See what they did there, Korg? See, because it's a guitar app. Right, anyway. Here we go. Let's go with this. And we can go in and change out the sound. Very cool. There you go. So there is a good look at what you can do with the Santana rhythm guitar machine. Very nice. Loads of options. Tons of things you can mess around with. And then, of course, you can, of course, apply your external AUs to anything you've got going on here as well, which is very nice. Right, guys, brilliant. Top job. Cool beans. Thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Please consider becoming a patron. And I will see you all very soon. So we will, in the next day or two, be doing the new Sydney sampler, instrument loop sampler, which is also new as well. Okay, top job. See you guys later. Ta-da.